10th lesson, Armed Revolutionary Movements. The Augustans against the British Empire were carried out in various ways in India. This chapter we shall get acquainted with it. We have studied the uprising before 1853 against the British and the freedom movement of 1857. In the later period, the Ramhin Kukar organized a rebellion against the government in Punjab. Vasudev Balwant Phadke. So Vasudev Balwant Phadke. These all names you have to keep in your mind very properly, okay? Phadke gave an armed struggle against the British. He assured that there should be armed struggle to fight against the British. He took the training of the arms from the Vasta Lahul Save. He organized the Rhombus and revolted against the British. The rebellion became unsuccessful. The British government sent him in Eden jail. There he died in 1883. He built up an armed struggle for the independence. Savarkar brothers in 1897, the Plague Commission had restored to tyranny and forced while manning the epidemic of the plague in Pune. As a revenge, the Savarkar brothers demoted and Balkrishna shot him dead on 22 June 1897. Tomandar, Balkrishna and Vasudev, these three brothers and their associate Mahadev Rande were hanged to death from the same house. Three brothers accepted Mayattom Yardom for the service of the country. During the same period, Munda tribe in Bihar under the leadership of the Parsa Muda made a great revolt against the government. Abhinav Bharat in 1990, Swatantra Veer Vidharkar Tomar Savarkar founded Mitarwara, a secret organization of the revolutionaries in Nasik. The same organization was renamed as Abhinav Bharat in 1904. Savarkar went to England for the higher education. From this he began to sending revolutionary literatures, guns, etc. to the members of Abhinav Bharat in India. He wrote an inscripting biography of the Joseph Mazzini, the famous Italian revolutionary. In 1857, rebellions was the first war of independence was started in the book The Indian War of the Independence 1857 written by him. Do you know? Swatantra Veer Savarkar was sentenced for 50 years of the rigorous imprisonment at Ahmedabad. He was there for 10 years. In his autobiography, Mahajan Janmatip, he wrote down to experience of the tribal days in Andaman. Later, the government took him to Ratnagiri and detained these Savarkar started many social movements such as removal of the caste differences, removal of untouchability, common dining, purification of language, etc. He was a great writer. He was the president of the Satya Marathi Sahitya Sammelan at Mumbai in 1983. The government came to know about the activities of Abhinav Bharat. Therefore, the government arrested Baburao Savarkar. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. As average of this punishment, a young youth named Ananta Lakshman Kanhar killed Jackson. To the collector of the Nasik, the government started arresting all those people who were connected with the Abhinav Bharat organization. The murder of the Jackson was linked by Swatantra Veer Savarkar by the government. He was arrested and put under the trial. The court ordered him rigorous punishment for 50 years. A revolutionary movement in Bangalore after the partner of the Bengal, the outrage against British became more severe in place of the local rebellions. Comparative revolutionary movements started rising at the national level in various parts of the country. The youth, inspired by the revolutionary through, started establishing their secret organizations to keep control over British officers, to loosen the government machinery, to wipe out the fear in the minds of Indians regarding the British government. Overthrowing the British rule were some of the main objectives. In Bengal, a revolutionary organizations called Anushilan Samiti was active. The Coalition Samiti had more than 500 branches. Brindha Kumar Ghosh, brothers of Avindra Ghosh, was the chief of this organization. These organizations received counsel and the guidance from the Bindu Ghosh. The Anshulan Samiti had a bomb manufacturing center at Manikatala near Kolkata. In 1908, Khudraram Bose and the Prafulla Chaki, members of Anushulam Samiti, planned to kill a judge named Kingsford, but the vehicle on which they threw the bomb was not to one carrying Kingsford. Two English women were killed in this attack. Prafulla Chowki shot himself with a bullet so that he will not fall in hands of British. Khudram Bose was caught by the police during the investigation. The police got information about the working of Anushulam Samiti. He started arresting the members of this organization. Aurobindo Ghosh was also arrested, but the government was unsuccessful in linking him to manufacturing of the bombs, and hence the court set him free. Other members were sentenced to long terms of the imprisonment. Rash Bihari Bose and Sachindranath Sagal Sun, Sunal spread the network of revolutionary organizations outside Bengal. The centers of the revolutionary work were set up at Punjab, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. Rash Bihar Bose and his associate made a daring act of throwing bomb at the Victory Lord Hard hard edge, but he got saved from the attack. The revolutionary work was carried out in Madras province as well. Vanchi Liar, a revolutionary, killed a British officer named Ash. Later, he shot himself with a bullet and sacrificed his own life. India House, the revolutionary work in India, received assistance from the Indian revolutionaries, staying aboard center, which proved for such kind of assistance. Pandit Swamiji Krishna Verma, an Indian patriot, had established. So from these two chapters we have learned that how Veer Savarkar and India House revolutionary movement in Bengal, all these things we have learned through this. What Vasudev Balwant Phule did, what Abhinav Bharat did, V.D. Savarkar, in short. Savarkar brothers, what they did about